Yeah, okay. I see. So they're going to bring them in there. They're going to show them around. And as soon as they leave, they're all going to start laughing and the walls are going to fall down. That's what you're saying. Ooh, I like that. If they do, if son of a bitch. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so mad here in a second. Um, we're live.
Live?
Oh.
Hold on. Say something.
What's up?
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Ah,
Are we muted
you guys,
on your...
Yep. You guys
What
are
happened?
being recorded. I don't have anything running in the background either, so it's not like.
Oh, yeah. Oh, at least I am now, but I'm sure you just fixed it.
I'm so mad. I don't even
What?
want to talk about this anymore. I wanted to talk more about Area 51. Oh, so I didn't have you guys recording in the background.
Oh no!
Yeah. So this whole time I was just talking to myself essentially on the stream.
Yes.
We
is our
are
best
so
episode by far.
fucking professional. Yo.
This is our best episode ever.
God damn.
Wow. And Grape
Hell
was
yes.
even here to witness it.
I don't know what we do. Do I just
Fuck
leave
it.
this in and just have everything that we've been talking about? Okay, to recap what just happened, we were talking about Belle Delphine. I know you're gonna know because I'm gonna put all this up because I'm not ashamed of this. This is hilarious. I'm just
True.
Own your
publicity is
mistakes.
good publicity.
I'm just annoyed that we're probably gonna have to recover these topics.
That's
Hey,
fine.
you know what? Maybe BuzzFeed will see our podcast and be like, look at these idiots don't even know how to run a podcast. And we'll
Yeah.
get
We'll
get
headlines.
big. Yeah.
And we'll get okay. They think they're the best podcast in the Midwest, but they only got 10 followers on Twitter. So how can that
Yeah.
be? Oh, that's because there's only 10 people that live in the Midwest.
Exactly.
That's a fact. And 9 out of 10 of them live in Chicago. Fuck you, $$ on Twitter. If you want to know what the hell I'm talking about, go check out our Twitter at Midwest Best. Yes, I had a funny little interaction with
That was
a
actually a
person.
pretty great interaction. I was pretty excited about that.
Yes, that was a good time. He told me that how can we be the Midwest Best podcast if we only got 10 followers? And I threw it right back at him. Got a bunch of likey likes, not many sharey shares because nobody likes to retweet anything that I do ever on Twitter, even though I think I'm funny. Whatever.
People only like letting you know that they appreciate your stuff, not
Exactly.
other people.
You have to be at, like a certain level of famous before people start like actually retweeting everything you say.
It's true.
Right.
Otherwise, they're gonna say, "Ha, that was pretty funny." Like,
Because
and just
I've
move
seen
on.
some terrible retweets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some really boring ones. I do it all the
Just
time.
like, wait,
Mhm.
why
Whoa.
are you retweeting that? He just said something that didn't mean anything. It's really
Exactly.
weird how Twitter works sometimes.
What's also weird about how the Twitter and the internet works, somehow they are driving hundreds of thousands of people into running into Area 51. That's right. I'm steering it back. I'm steering it back into this conversation because I still want to talk
I
about
saw it on Facebook.
I don't care.
That's where it started, I'm pretty sure.
I threw in there that how the internet works and all that fun stuff.
Right.
But yeah, so where were we on that conversation? We were talking about we're gonna go, and then Brendan had a great theory about how we're gonna walk. They're gonna take all those people that show up there, and there's not gonna be many people there. Give us a walkthrough of the facility. And when they leave, the walls fall down, and the Area 51 starts laughing again. They go, "Ha, we got him."
Because I feel a lot of those how people are going to get gunned down memes have really steered a lot of people away.
Yeah.
I think when push comes to shove, we're going to be one of the few people that are actually there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the Midwest Best is gonna be there. We're gonna have our last podcast there. We're gonna be ready for anything. And Broderick's gonna plan our obituaries because he's not going
Yep, write all our eulogies. And...
He's got a kid.
I think Vegas got to be licking their chops though. Like, oh, these guys are just gonna fly into Vegas before they, go die.
Oh, that's true. They're gonna spend all of their money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure a lot of these people are expecting to get shot, but really, here's what's gonna happen. All these nerds, they're gonna get up there, they're gonna start Naruto running towards the gate. So, like, one person might get fucking hit with the back of a gun, and then they're gonna be, oh shit, that's gonna be it. And we're like, yeah, get out of here, you freaking loons.
I thought at worst they were probably just gonna shoot beanbags.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have like riot shields
or blanks
and stuff.
in the air.
They might not even have riot shields. They're just gonna be there. Yeah, just like blanks or something like that.
I don't think they need to. I'm pretty sure all their fences are electric.
Anybody?
Just pop the balloon.
But actually, maybe that force of I don't want to say the R word, silly gooses. That
silly geese.
Maybe that army of silly gooses that are gonna be there. Maybe they're scarier than we think, because if anybody that doesn't have the self-awareness to not to Naruto run,
those are the people
those are the people that you
want
fear.
in your corner.
Right?
Front line.
Yeah.
Because they'll rush in without a second thought. They'll be like, they'll be sitting there singing the Naruto theme song, da 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 da, and they just freaking just get gunned. And they'll say, Kagebuchi no Jutsu, and then I'll just fucking get mowed down. Oh, that'd be great. Also, sad.
And honestly, it's sharpshooters who are there who are going to be on these guns. They honestly could just shoot the ground and ways away in front of them, and people are going to stop.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
At least some. Not all. I'm sure there's going to be some.
So
that carry on, but
I sent you guys some a topic of something I wanted you guys to look into, and that was something about Bob Lazar. It was a documentary on Netflix, but maybe you saw the name and looked into it a little bit more. I don't know if you guys did.
I have it on a web page,
right?
But I haven't done much after that. I see that it's kind of popular.
Yeah, it's bringing up a lot of steam, mostly because of this Area 51 stuff that's happening. But what he is a guy that worked at Area 51, and there's legitimate proof of that. Or it wasn't exactly Area 51. It was a base located off the area, or not too far away from it, called S4.
Yeah.
And the stuff that he said he's seen there is incredible. Like gravity force generators, like
Holy
actual
crap.
spaceships. He didn't say he saw any aliens. He said he saw maybe something at he caught a glimpse of something, but he thought maybe it was the scientists like using a doll. Because what the scientists did there is the whole point was like he was brought in there to test all this equipment and try to figure out how it works so we can reverse engineer it. And every 8 years, the U.S. government brings this project back out and tries to figure it out with the new technology. If they can't do it, they send it back in the vault, and they try again another 8 years. So like they bring it up. Only certain people need to know. Take it away. Who knows what happens to the people that did know about it? And then, yeah, it's really insane because a lot of this stuff that he's been saying about his life, what he's been doing, a lot of it's been proven, and I didn't necessarily believe there was anything in Area 51, but now I do. Aliens are real. We've seen them. We got the stuff. We're trying to figure out their stuff. I'm all for it right now.
Well, and at the very least, say, oh, maybe there's no alien things. There's weird shit that they have.
Yeah.
That I really fucking want to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. And the way that the guy was talking about the stuff that they have there is that if they figured out how to engineer that stuff and how to use it to the fullest capability, they would literally own the world. That's the kind of technology that they have. And it's awesomely terrifying, you know? Ooh. And maybe other countries have this stuff too, right? We don't know about that. Because I doubt...
I'll tell you what, any country that has a desert very likely could.
But what about a frozen desert in Russia?
I think even Russia has some sketchy stuff in their frozen tundras.
Absolutely.
The one with frozen tundras that may have absolutely nothing is Canada, because I don't know if they care.
Ooh,
Probably not.
Yeah, they're.
They're nice enough. Nobody's gonna kill them anyways.
You see it.
Yeah.
They'd see the aliens. Go, oh, hey there, bud. What you doing here? You lost? You need some directions? And they'd say, and then they'd fly off and say, oh, what a nice bunch of folks. I hope they
Yeah,
come
friendly,
back.
I think it was a guy. I don't know. He seemed nice.
You see,
PC, I don't know.
yeah, they seem like good people. I don't care what they are. They can live what kind of life they feel like. That's all it is.
They probably gave him directions to the local tiger.
Yeah, they heard.
Walmart.
Oh yeah, the next gas station's 2 miles up the road. You take a left and you'll see it. You'll see it. It'll be on your right. All right,
You
thanks,
gotta
bud.
try out Tim Hortons too.
Oh, absolutely.
Get the
Yes.
Tim Hortons. They're the best donuts in town. I'm mixing up. I'm mixing up my. The Tim Hortons is like a Dunkin' Donuts, right? Was I saying that right?
Yes, absolutely
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
But well, really, they're probably more known. They're like a Dunkin' Donuts Krispy Kreme, basically. Like they have so many different donuts,
Mm.
and also just people that just go there for coffee. It's unreal. It is. They pretty much have like a monopoly. Like they are like Starbucks, Krispy Kreme, Dunkin' Donuts, all combined in Canada. And it's
Ooh.
unreal.
Yeah.
That's
And the
why don't
donuts
we?
are incredible.
Why hasn't people put Tim Hortons in America then? What are we waiting for?
They have.
Where is it? Like, is it like on the border?
Closest one is in Fargo.
Okay.
There's some in Minnesota. Pretty much any city that has a hockey team has a Tim Hortons.
That's awesome. That's actually really cool. See,
It's a lot of like hockey areas.
So
that
they
have
won't-
Tim Hortons.
they won't let Tim Hortons infestate the Americas fully. They'll have a select few here and there.
I think it's going to be hard for them to really even do it. So I think that's why they don't.
But why? It seems like they'd make
Because
plenty
they
of
have
money.
so many, and so many Americans feel like Krispy Kreme's is a better donut.
Oversaturated market.
That's actually very fair because you got your start. If you said it's all that wrapped into one, it's gonna be hard to compete
Yep.
with all those places with one location,
Yeah,
unless
'cause
they're
they
just
don't
that much
do-
better.
Yeah, they don't do as many specialty drinks as a Starbucks, but they just have great coffee.
Ah, good for them. I wish I hope I can experience a Tim Hortons someday.
Dude, we
That's-
can go up to Winnipeg whenever you want, dude.
I gotta
I
find
went there
time.
once, and it was incredible.
I gotta find time to go to Chicago, so maybe I can find one there. That's what I need to do.
I'm trying to go to Chicago at some point too.
Yeah, make it a road trip, Midwest Best road trip.
Hey, hell yeah!
Take a trip to the Midwest.
Chicago's definitely got to have a Tim Hortons, I would believe.
Yeah, it has. There's a hockey team in Chicago, so why
There
not?
is a hockey team, so I would assume.
Jack, what's that hockey team called?
The Blackhawks.
And who's their best player?
I personally think Patrick Kane, but I don't know.
It's Toes, but
Where are we
Isn't it
going with
Taze?
this?
It's pronounced
it is
Taze,
Taze,
right?
but I'm always going to call him Toes.
Patrick Taze? It's not Kane? I thought it was Patrick
There's
Kane.
two.
No, it's Patrick Kane, but
Oh, you're saying there's another guy.
There's also
Yeah.
Taze.
it's
as a-
pretty debatable. They're all getting up there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hockey season's done. We can talk about that when hockey season's
Well,
back in the full
Hockey
swing.
off season's going in.
But what happens
Yeah,
at
it is.
hockey off season? Nothing.
Nothing.
Draft,
Absolutely.
free agency.
They put their stick on the ice.
It's
Nothing happens in the Canadian ice tackling off season.
Ah,
Mm,
it is basically the NFL off season.
yeah, I was
That's
gonna say.
absolutely what it is.
but the NFL,
It's
you'll
not
see
very-
people get arrested. You'll see Gronkowski
Well,
come back
okay,
eventually.
That's fair.
You'll
That's
see
fair.
the
There's
NFL
a
off
little
season's
bit
ramping
of
up.
Excitement of who is going to get in trouble
Yeah.
in the NFL. That's
long
about
Josh
the only
Gordon-
highlights in the
Yeah.
NFL.
Speaking
How
of
long
that,
is Flash Gordon gonna get suspended?
oh my God, that's every year. Every Fruit Loopin' year, Flash Gordon's getting suspended for something, and apparently now it's going to be every year Ezekiel Elliott's going to be suspended for something.
He's actually not going to get suspended. He's already been cleared.
He's been cleared by the NFL, but that could
Hell
easily
yeah.
change. Knowing Goodell, there's going to be something that happens in
I
this
don't think
lawsuit.
I don't think after Elliott's met with Goodell and has been told in person that it's going to change.
So what did Elliott do? He pushed a security guard down. Is that what it was?
He bumped into him and the guy flopped.
I love that. I love that. Get your money, security guard. Get your money.
Well, he wasn't gonna actually. So, the big thing is now he is pressing charges.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But before, he has gone on record and TV newses and said, "All I want is an apology."
Did
And now all
Elliot
of
give
a
it
sudden
to
he's
him?
pressing charges.
Chimney Christmas.
It's like, okay, dude.
Like we said
You're
earlier.
just kind of thirsty for some money now.
Exactly. Like we said earlier, we don't have to like the hustle. We just have to respect it. I'd
It'll be
probably,
interesting to see if he can get anything. I don't think he will.
if I had the means, I'd be doing the same thing. Honestly, I would not mind.
Absolutely.
Like the person who spilt their coffee on themselves at McDonald's, I'd be trying to get that McDonald's money too.
That story is a lot more different than we actually think it is, or that we've been led to believe. Though.
No, that one is pretty. That one's pretty deep, actually.
Really? Go, please
Yeah.
explain it to me. I have no idea.
The one I want to jump in before Jack explains it.
Mhm.
The one where the two women sued for eating McDonald's every day and they got fat because of it.
That one was wild.
That they shouldn't have won.
They won that one? Wait a minute.
They won that one. That's why Super Size Me happened.
Oh my
Because of that lawsuit.
God.
And that's why we don't have Super Size Meals, which we shouldn't have had to begin with.
Right.
Fucking wrong.
Would you like to supersize that for $1.99? Sure.
Gee, yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
That was the biggest thing was they asked every time if you wanted to supersize it or not. So I think that's part of why they won, but
Yeah. Well, and the thing with the lady spilling the coffee is that she was actually in a parked car. She was sitting in the passenger seat, and then she didn't like spill it on herself. It was more of like her teenage grandson was driving, and then something happened, and it got spilled. And what happened is it got like third degree burns on her thighs and her like groin region.
Yep.
And initially she wanted to settle it out of court. She didn't want to raise a fuss about it, and she was like, that was my fault. If she
goes,
all
what
I
is she
did.
settling, right?
What she's
what
saying
happened?
is that she just wanted her medical expenses covered. She just wanted McDonald's to say, hey, this was way too hot, because it was being served at like boiling or overboiling temperatures. I can't remember the exact Fahrenheit.
and it still
days,
takes
but it was,
forever for them to cool down.
Yeah, and so, because of that, she was like, I understand that I messed up and that I spilled it. It was my fault. I would just like some compensation or some assistance with this, since there was no warning label on it. That's all I care about is, everything like that. And McDonald's put her through the ringer. So she had to go through a bunch of different things, talk to so many different other people. And eventually, because she had no choice, she had to get the law involved to try to get, her story to be understood, and that, McDonald's shouldn't have been serving coffee that hot, and that there should have been, a warning label on it as well, and that they should have compensated her fairly, and that none of that happened. So then McDonald's had to, lower the temperature of their coffee and all that other stuff because she won because of what happened. So it wasn't that like, because what we've been led to believe is like based on what corporate lawyers have been telling us and everything, and what we've been fed through like mass media, is that she was driving her car and that she was, accidentally spilled it on, like purposely spilled it on herself and everything like that, and then sued and won. It was so much more drawn out than that, so much messier than it needed to be. So, yeah.
And
Because I spilled some coffee on my hand driving,
Ooh.
and it was nowhere near no third-degree burn.
But it was still hot enough that, hey, it's like coffee, the way you like it, right?
Yeah, exactly. It was like.
So then they fixed it. Then they fixed the issue. Okay, see, that's interesting, because
They've addressed the issue. Their McDonald's coffee is still extremely hot, and too much so.
Right.
It takes forever to cool down, but once it cools down, then it's gone. It's incredible how McDonald's coffee works.
Yeah.
Now
It's super weird.
The science behind it is crazy.
Now all of a sudden, I'm on this lady's side. I still think that the whole thing is completely idiotic, but fuck McDonald's. Fuck you.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, and she didn't even get the amount of money that the media was saying she got. She didn't even get
No.
that
She
much.
didn't get $1 million. Did she just
No.
get enough to
No.
cover
Oh,
her
no.
court fees? I'm sure,
Definitely not.
something like that.
Yeah.
She had to go
Basically.
to court
Yeah.
with a I'm guessing billion-dollar company, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a
Yeah.
good
Oh,
thing
yeah.
for me to Google. How much is McDonald's worth?
Well,
That was the fastest typing
over
I've heard.
so many billion served, man.
162 billion. Is that what I
So you
read?
figure back in
That
that
makes
time,
sense.
still
So,
over $1 billion.
It's well over $1 billion, most likely.
Yeah.
That was, what was that? Early 2000s?
It was early enough or late enough in the 90s that Seinfeld did cover a spoof on it.
Oh, so it was the 90s. Okay.
Yep.
So,
But they were still obviously worth $1 billion at that time.
I'm sure.
Like, well back then.
McDonald's has been so big for so long that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, going back to the supersize thing, they still sneakily get you. And it pisses me off. Because I go to McDonald's, or it's actually I go to Burger King, just any fast food place. It's not McDonald's.
Right.
And I asked for my sandwich. Jesus, excuse me. I asked for my sandwich, a large, like fry or drink, or not a drink, my large like fry or onion ring, whatever I order. And then I ask for a drink, and I always forget to say that I don't want a fucking large drink because I don't need that much soda, right?
Right.
And they say, "Oh, you ordered a large fry. That means you're getting a large soda. Good luck with the diabetes, kid." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. I guess. I mean, I'm not awfully mad about it. It probably cost me 12 cents, but I don't need the drink
At
this much." And
McDonald's,
I do.
it costs you nothing because all their drink sizes are the exact same for their meals. They're all $1.
I like that. That's fair because they don't pay shit. $1 is so much profit on what they're pushing out of that
Exactly.
machine.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
wild. They realize that, and they're just like, yeah, whatever. You can get a little bit, you can have a little more fun with your diabetes. Good luck.
I saw a YouTube video about why Coca-Cola tastes better at McDonald's than it does other places. That's going to help me segue into my complaint that I have.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
But that's okay. So basically, Coca-Cola has it set up such that like the fountain has to be at a certain temperature, within a certain temperature range at all times. So does the carbonated water, and the syrup has to be at an almost exact ratio to the carbonated water that comes out of it. So like they put so much detail and emphasis on every little bit of that Coke that comes out of there. That's why it tastes better, and why a lot of people think it tastes better from McDonald's than anywhere else, because they put more effort into that than anything else that they put out.
Huh.
It's kind of like YAG with their machines that distribute YAG shots. It all has to be specific temperatures and all that kind of stuff.
But anyway, speaking of YouTube, my complaint is, why the fuck do I have to watch 2 ads now? Why the fuck do I have to watch an ad to watch an ad?
Yep.
Are we monetizing ad slots now? Here's my thing. This is a really big and smart move by the marketing team, because I've never, ever wanted to purchase YouTube Red or Premium, whatever the fuck they want to call it now, more than since they started these 2 ads. Good job to them. Shout out to those guys. Great job for the marketing. I'm so fucking sick of having to see 2 unskippable 30-second ads.
I've never seen this yet.
I haven't seen 2 unskippable ads. I did today watch a video on my phone. Granted, that's the only place I see ads.
Same.
Is on my phone from YouTube. Not even my PlayStation gives me ads.
Oh, I get ads on PlayStation all the time. But
Oh, I don't. I don't know how I don't. But PlayStation does no ads for YouTube for me.
Huh.
Very interesting.
Weird.
But I did come across it where it said skip ads. And I was like, well, I guess I'll do this. I don't want to watch 2 of them.
Right.
And, but to me, what's a great job by YouTube's marketing team is that you could have YouTube TV, but it doesn't come with ad free. Yeah, it doesn't come with their YouTube Red or whatever. hilarious.
Yeah, those savvy fuckers.
$45 a month and you don't even get no ads.
Oh my god. That's for
Yeah.
YouTube Red?
No,
No,
that's
that-
for YouTube
That's
TV.
TV.
Oh my
Red or
god.
premium
So
or
you have to
whatever is
get
like
the
$9.99.
Red Premium thing.
You get PlayStation
Ads an
View
additional.
for $30. Does that have ads?
Well,
just,
PlayStation View is live TV too.
yeah. So is
Yeah.
YouTube TV.
Right.
But when you're on watching a YouTube video on YouTube TV, it doesn't have no ads.
So that's going to be difficult though for them. Is they're just essentially sapping the stream or not whatever the feed from the TV companies, and they're saying, "Yep, we're going to throw it on our service. Do what you will with
Yeah,
it." You can watch it.
they won't give you additional ads for like the shows you're watching. The
Right.
shows will just have their own, ads as normal.
But see, the only way that I can see YouTube TV not having ads is if they are at all these events, all these things, or they bought all the rights to all this stuff that they are broadcasting out to the people. Otherwise, they can't do that.
So that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when you have YouTube TV,
yeah,
if you watch a YouTube original or YouTube videos, you don't get ad-free watching.
Yeah.
really.
Like, he's
so
not saying
either way,
like the live
Certain-
feed from like whatever's happening. that
No,
you watch
right.
Live.
right.
He's saying like if you watch somebody's channel.
Either way, my point's still valid. I'm just talking about the other thing. Maybe I missed
Right.
parts of this conversation, but okay, that's kind of stupid. YouTube obviously has control of their own stuff, and you pay that much money for this service, and you're not getting any real benefit other than that you can watch it. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like that.
To me, it's like, why would I go to your service if I can just do the same thing for like a Fire Stick?
Mm-hmm.
Like
See-
Hulu is $45,
Hulu.
and you don't have to worry
And if-
about ads on that stuff.
And if,
Who has live sports? Can I get paid now?
Yeah.
With the money.
Cha-ching! And if they're not making enough money on this and they have to do this, like this is something that they have to do because they're not making enough money, if they start saying stuff like, hey, we're going to take this ad off, and just make it a big public relation thing about how we're going to, if you pay this much, you don't have to have ads, people are going to start buying that instantly. A lot of people are.
It's true. If you went up $15 from their basic thing, got the extra channels, and they said, hey, you now also have ad-free YouTube videos.
But then what did you say their basic
Then they'd be
package was? Was it $45?
Roughly say $45.
Yeah.
They need...
I think it's a little cheaper, but
But that's a safe estimate.
Then here's what they need to
it
do.
is a pretty safe estimate.
They need to have a $15 package that has ads, has all that stuff, and then throw on the $45 one saying the premium package, or make it like $35. Just that little extra that you can maybe squeeze yourself into a lower class bracket. Let people that are like, okay, I can kind of afford this, and they will buy it.
Yeah, streaming services are they're all just really smart with how they do, because they know they can either get the movie lover or the sports lover to go for extra channels, because then they get the channels they really want.
Yeah. Exactly.
They're just really intelligent. It's a little sickening, but I mean, everyone's doing it from cable as well, so
Yeah. Exactly.
But then there's also the flip side of thing. I was being pretty optimistic about how they're running things. They're probably just making buku bucks, and they're saying, yeah, throw a couple more ads on there, make some more money. Hulu has a live sports, cha-ching. That's
Exactly. Yeah.
That's exactly what's probably happening. And it's sad. But that's America. That's capitalism. That's just the way it goes.
yeah.
I'm not spending $35 for that shit, or $45
No.
for that. Heck no.
Hell no.
I mean, I don't even spend $15 for the Red Premium thing.
No, I had a free trial of YouTube Red. I watched what I wanted to watch on it, and I said, yep, that was fun. Done with this.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
some YouTube originals that I would like to see, but I don't care enough.
Friggin' only thing that I ever got tricked on, so that I paid an extra money after a free trial in my entire life. fucking Pornhub got me.
Really?
Motherfuckers.
I've never signed up for that free trial.
You never signed up. They
I've
give
never-
you they give you that
No.
free trial every. You guys are pussies. Fuck you. But no, I forgot.
man.
I forgot all about it.
Well,
How much is it?
I don't know. It was like $8. It was nothing. But I'm like, I looked at my bank account. I'm like, huh, that's a weird thing. I'm like, oh shit, I know exactly what this is. Because
and not to get too
Was
weird
it
into
labeled
this
weird?
conversation.
what's weird about it? What's weird about
Well,
it?
I was just gonna say that like my thing with Pornhub
It's
is
the most
I
viewed
know a lot of
website ever.
I know a lot of porn stars' names, so I know like specifically like who I'm looking for. Like I'll be in the mood to watch a certain like actress
Mm-hmm.
when I get on there, so I don't need a free trial or anything because I know exactly what I'm searching for. And if not, then I've got Xvideos, RedTube, you know,
Yeah, there's plenty of free things.
other
But
yeah.
see, that's what caught me. I caught the curiosity of what's going on with this premium stuff. What do we got? What makes it premium? Right?
Yeah.
Hey, the 4K
What
wasn't
does make it
bad.
premium?
4K wasn't bad.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't have anything to watch 4K on.
Yeah, on my phone screen, I'm not gonna tell the difference between 4K and what the fuck ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
On my iPhone 6 screen.
That's true.
I don't think your iPhone 6 screen has anything above 1080p, does it?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I
Tried to
think it
do
did.
1440 one time on YouTube, and it was like, "Are you sure? Are you really sure you want to wait 17 minutes to watch this 2-minute video?" So.
Man. Good times. I forgot how I was gonna segue out of this. I had a way. But I
Well,
lost it.
so I have a topic here
Okay.
that
Okay.
randomly, for some odd reason, I think only because every pop that we sell at Lewis is on sale right now
Okay.
Mhm.
because it's 10 sale.
You should bring up you should put up a stand in Lewis that sells Midwest Best merch.
Yes, cool. It would be
I
cool.
was thinking about doing that at Premiere too.
Premiere? Oh, where you work.
Premiere
Okay.
Bank card. Yes, sir.
I was talking like, what are we premiering? I'm like, that's where my mind was when you said that.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, we're not doing
But,
Midwest Best Live. Okay, sorry, Brennan, go on.
So, what is like one of the most off-putting things that you just love to like either drink or eat? Like for me, I love Big Red Soda, which is just original bubblegum flavored soda.
I've never had that yet.
Mhm.
You've been telling me about
It's
it for a while.
incredible. But so many people are like, that sounds disgusting. And then other people that I know who had it are like, that's sick. I was like, no, you're missing the fuck out.
Well, see, I always want to try stuff like that. See, I'm a big don't knock it till you try it guy. Well, when it comes to
Okay.
foods, and
Well, see, my favorite part when I was in Texas was, since it's made in Texas, everywhere sells Big Red. So they'll always
there you
ask you Coke, Pepsi, Big Red. Like it's like just the three things that they say.
I'm surprised they ask you for Pepsi in Texas. To be honest,
Well, some will just because they may know that you're not
And-
from the south.
where the hell is
Makes
asking you that has a place that has Coke and Pepsi? Usually, it's one or the other.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Oh, okay. You're saying that at
they're
places they either have Coke
they're
or
saying
Pepsi.
one or they're saying Coke or Pepsi, and then they throw in Big Red.
I want to go on a little
Like,
side rant.
I
here.
was there. We were at some restaurant, and I was like, "Oh, what do you have for drinks?" They're like, "Coke products and Big Red." I was like, "Okay."
And Big Red's its own thing. It's not owned by any of the big corporations, then, huh? Kind of like 7
no,
Up
it's
or whatever.
distributed. It's distributed with 7-Up.
Oh, so 7 Up owns it technically.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Man, 7 Up needs to come
More
up.
than likely.
They can probably come up with more sodas. What are they doing?
Well, I don't think. I think it's their own. It's its own company. Like a lot of 7-Up brands are basically off on their own.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Oh, they're saying they're not. You're not putting them in the conglomerate with 7 Up. They're just
because
Mhm.
Big Red has like 3 other flavors, like a peach and a blue raspberry. I think
What the?
Oh.
they
hell?
may even have something else as well, but they call them different things.
Oh, they
Like,
better call them like Big Peach.
I think it's Big Peach and.
Oh, I was
Big
right.
Blue.
I hate that I was right about that. That's kind of boring. I wanted
That's
something
cool.
different.
I like it. I fuck with it.
But I mean, it's like Dr. Pepper. Their rights for distributing is just owned by Pepsi.
Yeah. So we're talking about the restaurants and the soda pops. The Midwest is gonna hate me for saying that. Soda pops, soda pops, soda pops.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's fine. Fuck 'em.
I want to have a little mini rant here, because I
Okay.
don't. It's more. I'm curious because I don't know why. Maybe Brennan does. He seems to be well versed in stuff, this weird shit like this. I went to
Okay.
Olive Garden the other day, and they said, "Hey, would you like what would you like to drink?" And I said, "Do you have Pepsi or Coke?" And they said, "We have Coke products." And I said, "Okay, great. I'll have a Mellow Yellow," because I'm like, that's basically the Coca-Cola Mountain Dew. That's pretty much what I was in the mood for.
Mhm.
And they said, "Oh, sorry." And I'm like, "Oh, you guys ran out?" And she's like, "No, we just don't serve yellow pops here."
What the
What?
actual fuck?
So you don't know either. Okay.
No,
and-
see,
What?
And
I
is
swear I've been to Olive Garden once,
yep,
and I swear I had Mellow Yellow.
probably.
I thought I've had.
I
a
will
Mellow Yellow
almost
and Olive
promise
Garden
you I
Sioux
had
Falls, too.
Mellow Yellow.
But I
I don't
started.
get any other Coke product unless it's Fanta.
So whenever something
That's
like that
usually only at
happens,
McDonald's.
whenever something like that happens to me, and like when people in the service industry just go, "Oh, that's fine. I'll just get something else." I was still like that. But I had a quizzical look on my face, and I was kind of looking at her because at the same time I'm rushing through my mind like, why the hell don't you serve yellow sodas or whatever? What's wrong with it? What'd they do to you? What's the problem with them? And I started googling it, and I looked at her and I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. I'll have a Dr. Pepper, but why don't you have it? And she didn't give me an answer. She just said, "Oh yeah, the people ask me all the time for stuff like that, and it sucks because I have to tell them they don't have it." And she just walked away, and I'm just like, okay.
It doesn't really answer the question, but
No,
all right.
not at all. And I'm just
Way
like,
to just avoid that.
so there's probably
There's no way I would be a server at a place that doesn't sell yellow pop and me not ask why.
so here's
Yeah,
would
here's
that's
have
so
to have
fucking
it.
oddly specific to not serve.
it's probably because of this Area 51 shit. I'm saying it now. These yellow pops, it's probably alien piss. I'm calling it.
I mean, it is probably mostly yellow pop drinkers and yellow energy drinkers that are going to be going to Area 51.
Yeah, the Kyles of the world.
maybe.
Yeah, for sure. They're gonna be hopped up on all their monster. They're gonna.
That is odd.
Mm.
Maybe I'm really trying to scramble if
Right?
what I had at Olive Garden, because like I said, I've been there once. It was and I didn't care to go back.
And I googled it, and there was like people that had the same question, but nobody had an answer.
Well, and I think like Roadhouse too has Coke, but
Roadhouse.
they don't serve
Roadhouse. Sorry.
Mellow Yellow.
They don't serve Mellow Yellow. Is it?
I
They
don't,
don't.
see it on the menu. Now I don't
I
order Mellow Yellow.
I think there's a big Midwest conspiracy going on. We need to get to the bottom of this. This could be one of our first like Midwest best investigates.
Midwest
We'll
best
make-
and best.
We'll make
Agates.
That's it. Midwest best invest. Agates. This like dot. That's the title. Oh my god. No.
Yeah.
That could be like a big YouTube video that we make.
Yeah. Speaking of Roadhouse, you guys ever Roadhouse kicked somebody?
On a trampoline, yeah.
I have not.
Because
No.
that reminds me of a story of my cousins out of nowhere. Okay, so we've got Jacob, who is like, I think he's 6'5" or 6'6", like really fucking tall.
Mm.
But at the time, he was like 14, so he was only like 6 foot. Because he's just unnecessarily tall. But then we've got his older brother, Zach, who is in the same grade as me, but a year older because he was born in December of 94 when I was born in May of 95. Anyway, Zach, out of nowhere, walks up to Jacob in the middle of Christmas, just in the front room, and just goes, Roadhouse, and kicks him right in the chest.
Oh my god.
Knocks him on his ass.
And this is
We're all
why
just sitting there
children
like-
can't watch Family Guy. What the hell?
And we're all just sitting there like, all right, cool. Like,
Everybody just like,
that's fine.
yep, okay, this is our life now. We're just road.
Yeah, No, we all died laughing. Just Jacob got Roadhouse, and he was like catching his breath over there, like kind of laughing, kind of upset about it. Like
I'd be
in that
more
weird
confused.
headspace of like, weird
right.
headspace of like confused, catching his breath, but also kind of laughing because he thought it was funny too, even though he was a victim.
Yeah, if somebody walked up to me and yelled Roadhouse and fucking Roadhouse kicked me, I'd be on the ground laughing my ass off. That's just what it'd be. I'd be like, oh, that
especially
was
straight
wild.
to the sternum when you're like 6'1", too.
I'd be catching my
Zach's
breath.
pretty flexible, but like that's a high kick.
Yeah, for sure. I could easily hit that kick. I could kick that kid in the head. You should see how flexible my legs are, man.
Hell
Ooh. Ooh.
Hell yeah. Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. That's gonna be a topic of video. Big man stretches legs.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Put it as a hashtag.
Hashtag
Okay.
big man stretches legs. Go on, brother.
So,
Get us out of this.
I can't remember who shared it, but there was that Titans head coach that said he would
Oh, Mike
cut
Vrabel.
off his so that he would
Yes,
cut off his genitalia for a Super Bowl.
Mhm.
correct.
What would you guys do for your
For a Klondike
team
bar.
to win a championship?
Which team?
I want you to think of the worst team that you follow.
Oh, the Vikings, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
What's
What
my
would-
worst team?
Yeah, fuck you, Jack. All you do is piss excellence with your fucking teams.
The Bulls are probably your worst team because you don't care about the other two Chicago teams.
Yeah, you haven't actually like probably been a big fan of them
That's
when
true.
they won championships.
Debatably, your Cubs are the worst Chicago team.
But as far as what I give a fuck about, probably the Bulls.
Yeah.
I don't
Unless
know. We
you're-
got 6 titles and we
You
had
give
Mike. I think
In
we're
about
fine.
2 sports, it's clearly the Bulls.
Okay. All right. Fair point.
Instead
Fair
of the
point.
defending champions in New England. Yeah, it's the Bulls.
I don't know. I got 6 titles for both squads. I think I'm fine. I don't know. You guys
Bandwagon
can
ass.
answer this
Oh
question.
gosh. Yeah.
Bandwagon,
Haven't-
fuck you. So no, okay. No, you can still answer the question. What would you do for your worst team, the Bulls, whoever it is, to win the championship? What would
But
you
you
do?
haven't- You haven't witnessed
What
the
would I
Bulls
do? What would you
championship in your
give up?
lifetime.
Yeah,
Technically,
you probably
you may
witnessed
not
it, but
remember
you
it. It
exactly
was alive.
Oh no, I witnessed it because
when
my
you were
uncle, Mr. Mayor in Madison, Mr. Mayor Marshall Dennert, he
Mr.
was a
Man.
huge Jordan fan, so
Okay.
Man.
I was there for those 3 peats. Anyway, I don't know. I would probably say like I don't really know. To see the Bulls win another title during my lifetime, probably. I don't want to say give up porn, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind, just because that's the most recent topic that we were discussing.
And then
See,
But I don't
would
know. Maybe
suck
give up
some-
like soda.
I would
Ooh.
suck some dick to
That's
get Mike
easy.
Trout a World Series.
Get who? Get what World Series? Oh, the Angels? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah?
Hmm.
So, okay, it's
All right.
either $15,000 or an Angels World Series for Brendan. That's where we're at from that
Absolutely.
with that topic from last time.
So okay, so then we can say that based on the fucking whatever transparency or what the hell ever transition math shit, that an Angels World Series is worth $15,000. So if they
Okay.
make any more money than that,
I
from
mean,
if they win the World
Until
Series,
I have $15,000, which may never happen.
At one time.
Yeah.
all right, fair.
Man, what would I do to go to make sure the Vikings win a Super Bowl? I'd easily suck a dick, but that's too easy.
Mhm.
Too easy. I'd do it for $5,000. That ain't shit. No, it was $6,000. Fuck you. I just cut it off
Six.
there.
It was 6499.
That's what it was for
Yeah.
tax purposes. Freaking.
Shit, what a callback.
Oh, I'd break my arm. I'd break my arm to let the Vikings win a Super Bowl. I would.
A forearm or upper arm?
Forearm, because I broke it 2 times already. It's already fucked enough.
Both radius
You
and
wouldn't
ulna,
break a
or
femur
just
for
one of
them to
I
win.
I would like just a clean break that heals quickly, please. That's what I would like.
But I'm saying, are you breaking both of them in your forearm, or are you just breaking one of them?
I said a bone, so no, just one.
Just one.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so I would.
But
So back in the
but
day,
to Brennan's question too,
Mhm.
would you break your femur?
my femur. That's the one
That's your
in my
That's your
upper
thigh.
leg, my thigh.
That's your
Yeah.
thigh, yes sir.
yeah. That's your
Yeah,
thigh.
it's one
If
of.
I was eating a
it's
chicken
supposed to
leg.
be one of the worst breaks.
And because it's one of the strongest bones.
Okay, no, I wouldn't
Right.
break my femur, my pelvis, or my actual anything on my leg. I wouldn't break my leg. That sucks. That would suck. I'd break my right arm because I need my left to do shit.
So okay, so then you're saying that breaking your own actual leg, like not just the saying, just literally breaking your leg, is worse than seeing them lose in the playoffs every single year after year.
Yeah.
Because
That'd suck.
That leg will heal.
Yeah, but that
You're
would
never
really
gonna get
suck.
past that performance in Philly.
No, I'm still crying about it every night. I have nightmares.
Exactly. And you know what you won't be crying about? A broken leg.
Yeah,
'Cause that'll heal.
this is all easy for you to say, Mr. 6 championships and everything that he freaking follows.
I'm just saying, man.
The
I'm
Cubs
just
do
saying.
not have 6 championships.
Except for the Cubs. He doesn't care about freaking stickball.
Actually, I don't think the Blackhawks have 6 either. Could be wrong.
Yeah,
he
but-
doesn't care about
Yeah,
stick
but he said
puck.
that I follow. He said that I follow those.
He
so
does-
not-
Well,
like,
he said
I-
that after.
Yeah. Well, the clarifier.
I follow the Bucks, but I wouldn't give them $900 to win a freaking finals. You know, that's probably the similar thing that Jack's going
Never
with the
mind,
Blackhawks and the
Blackhawks
Cubs.
have exactly 6.
Ah, devil. 666.
Jiminy
Let's go
Christmas,
sacrifice.
Chuck.
Let's go sacrifice a goat or something. I don't know.
I'd sacrifice a goat for the Vikings.
There you go.
I'd do that. I'd drink goat's blood for the Vikings. I'd do a lot for the Vikings to win a Super Bowl.
Except
I am
break your leg.
so invested in that team for some stupid reason, and I
Break your leg.
hate it. I probably wouldn't break a leg. I'd tell them to break a leg. Ironically.
Yeah.
What about you, Broderick? What's the furthest you'd go for the Vikings?
All right.
The
Well,
Wild or whoever.
well,
it is.
well, I'll go with the Wild since we've covered the other 3 major sports.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
So,
Fair.
since I'm a Minnesota fan, we don't get any titles anyways.
Oh, what about the Lynx, though, huh?
Oh, all right. Yeah, fair. The Lynx.
I'm sorry,
good
he is
point.
not your first college roommate, Lucas. He does not care about the WNBA.
Yeah, he was good old Steve. He was big into freaking WNBA, and I was big into wrestling. Apparently, that's what he told me. But
See, I
anyway,
don't mind watching the WNBA. I just can't get into it. But
Yeah.
going to Broderick now.
I would probably break my femur to see a Stanley Cup go to Minnesota.
really for Lord
I
Stanley?
mean, he did have to witness a team leave and then win in Dallas.
I didn't have to witness
Ooh.
it, but
You have to live it.
I have to live it.
Damn.
Which I always get a kick out of. EA Sports will have like North Star jerseys on Dallas home games, and it's like, no, Dallas does not claim the North Stars. Minnesota claims the North Stars.
Oh, Dallas claims the North Stars. I promise you that.
They do.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
All right, Broderick's
They
going
have
to war.
North Star jerseys. They do.
Okay.
Yep, this is it.
Damn.
This is
Same
gonna
with
be
the Lakers. With
MLPS or MPLS. Yeah.
this is gonna be
Yeah.
Broderick's Area 51. He's gonna storm into Dallas to get those damn jerseys.
This is Minnesota's.
This
Give
is
them back,
yours.
motherfuckers.
This is
wouldn't blame
mine.
you. Fuck the Stars.
Hey, we sniped. What's his name from him? Can't think of his name right now.
Was it one of the guys that the owner trashed? Because
Probably.
he apparently didn't care about any of their efforts.
I don't know jack
They
shit
made
about
the
stick
playoffs.
puck.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about now.
Frickin' stick puck.
Canadian ice tackling.
Speaking of fighting, have you guys seen this this fight that transpired at Disneyland recently?
No, but I want to.
I am intrigued.
Just Google Disneyland brawl on 7. I think it was like 6 or something. 19. This all happened, and it's freaking wild. To set the scene, there's this group of people. There's like one person in like an older person, like a little those mechanical scooter. There's a bigger lady with her pushing her children.
From a day ago.
What's that? Yeah, that could be
7-6.
It happened recent. It happened this month.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I found it.
Yeah, go ahead. You can start watching that if you guys want. And they're sitting there just because I'm saying this for the audio podcast, of course. You know how it is.
Right.
I'm not going to put the video up, so of course I'm going to be saying this is all an audio podcast. Fuck me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't know that was at Disneyland. I have seen
Yeah.
that.
And all of a sudden, this guy in a red shirt is just sitting there screaming at this lady. He's like, I think he says something about cheating. It's like, fuck you, I don't give a shit. He starts slapping at her. Like, it looks like a funny, silly slap fight. And then I thought, okay, this is going to be it. All of a sudden, her man's apparently cheated on him, starts like hopping up and down like he's a boxer. You know, he's got his fists up like he's ready to go like Muhammad Ali. And they start going at it for a while. Then all of a sudden, this other lady walks in. She can get it. The guy in the white shirt freaking decks her. And then all of a sudden, the girl that had her kids pushed her cart away, says, "Oh, he can get it too." And she walks in, starts trying to fight. She starts getting her hair pulled. Just an incredible brawl. And this happened at Disneyland, and freaking security doesn't show up for like 8 minutes. It's
Holy crap.
so good. It's
That's
such
awesome.
a great brawl. I really suggest you guys watch this, but man,
Damn.
It's mod.
and like old people can get it, women can get it. This guy, he literally says in the video, "I'm ready to go to jail today. I'm ready to go to jail."
Ooh,
And that's
that's a statement.
if I heard that when I was fighting somebody, I'd say, you know what, you win. I'm sorry about that. I'm heading out. Peace. You know,
My bad.
How
That's-
does
Whatever I did, my bad.
Disneyland not have security?
they do.
Just showing up on a fucking dime.
It was funny. There was a comment on the video that I was watching. It's the first one said, "Yeah, security would have been there faster if somebody lit a cigarette." I was like, that's rough. Poor Disney security.
Damn.
But yeah, security does show
Probably
up eventually.
True.
Security shows up eventually, and all he does, he kind of walks up and kind of looks at everything, and one lady's screaming. He's like, "Ma'am, you are going to need to calm down." And then he just kind of walks around, and that's it. That's all he does. Nothing really
Wow.
happens. And then before the video went viral, the family that in the video you'll see them, they're in the white shirts.
Mm-hmm.
They claimed that nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. So I respect that because no snitching.
Interesting.
No snitching.
Yeah.
And they didn't even, I guess, instigate it. But it was wild.
Huh.
I think that lady in the white shirt knocked down the guy in the red shirt's mom. It is
Yeah,
awesome.
see, the only thing,
Okay.
only reason I seen a clip of this was because it was on some Instagram meme page thing, and it said, "This girl hits your mom's. What do you do?" And this guy just starts wailing on this girl. And I'm like, "No, I wouldn't do that."
He just starts he slaps her like 3 times and she drops. It's wild. It's a wild scene. What is the world coming through? You got people buying bath water, spitting in like groceries and stuff. Why can't we just go back to eating Tide Pods? Huh? Why can't we just do that? You
Don't-
weren't.
True.
don't
It was an
encourage
You
easier
were no.
time.
I'm going to encourage that. I
It
want.
was an
It was an
easier,
easier
rule.
time.
I don't-
he says.
We
I
do
don't
not
care.
actually encourage that on this podcast.
I encourage it. I don't care if you do it because if you're stupid enough to do that, just don't bring me into it. I don't give a flying fladoodle. Don't spit in my frickin' groceries where I feel safe. This is America.
What if they spit in your Tide Pods?
Whatever, man. I don't eat that. I'm not stupid.
Well, then you got
But-
spit in your laundry.
Whatever.
It is-
I get worse shit on my clothes.
Fair.
It is
Okay.
stupid shit like spitting into ice cream that they say don't buy ice cream that doesn't have the seal on.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Their seal's broken.
Now all of a sudden these companies got to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars like manufacturing plastic to put on that seal or to put that seal on.
True,
now.
there is a lot of companies that actually don't have that seal on ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They just have the
Which
little
bothers me.
the little top now, but
Like
Sure,
briars
it
or
does
whatever.
bother me.
yep. The only thing that I hate, well, I guess either way. What?
My Blue Bunny always has a seal.
Ah,
So does Ben and Jerry's actually too. So. The more you know.
Oh,
So
this
Ben
was
and
that
Jerry's
fight?
don't have a seal. Yeah, that fight.
I was
Sorry, my phone battery sucks complete and actual dick. Cause like,
How
I'm at
much did you pay for it to
79%
do
right
that?
now.
Yeah.
How much did I pay for it?
to do
Too
that.
goddamn much. Tell you that much. Too motherfucking much. Anyway,
That was a free trial. He forgot to.
He got stuck with his fucking phone.
but no, like I'm at 79% right now. If I sit here and don't do anything, close my phone, and even like leave this Discord right now, my phone's gonna be at like fucking 40% in about 5 minutes.
Oh my
If
god!
it just sits in my pocket
Damn.
and does nothing.
Do you have it plugged in?
Yep.
Oh my
Like, well,
lord!
when it's plugged in, it goes up and it like will stay decent. But when I unplug it, if I'm not using it, even if the even if low battery is on or whatever, like power save mode, whatever the fuck they want to call it,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fucking atrocious. I have a battery
Right.
pack on me at all times.
You
Smart.
do have an iPhone 6, so it is probably time to up it.
It probably
Oh,
is.
it's been time to upgrade it since like February of 18. I just didn't want to have to keep paying on my phone bill.
That's fair.
And by that
That's
I mean
fair.
have
That
mom
is
pay
very
on the
fair.
phone bill, and then I have to pay her for the phone bill.
Hell yeah. I ran out of things to talk about. I'm lost.
My only other thing that I was thinking about was that like I was at work the other day and I saw a motorcycle. I don't understand the appeal of motorcycles. I just
Really?
don't get it. Like they're just vroom vroom bikes. I don't understand like
See-
what makes them so special.
See, I kind of agree with that because of work. I got like 4 friends there that are getting they have motorcycles, or some of them are getting them, and they are trying to peer pressure me into getting a freaking vroom vroom cycle. And I say, no, I don't give in to peer pressure. Also, I don't want to spend money on a motorcycle when I could, eventually buy a new truck. That's kind of my plan, or maybe put money towards a house.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, and not just from the financial standpoint. I just don't understand why people like them so much. I just don't get it.
See,
And
well, I
that's
do.
Women
coming
really
from my
like them.
perspective, but
Yeah, you pick up the chicks on your cycle, Brendan?
No, but I know a lot of women who really like motorcycles.
You roll up, vroom vroom, shit with that ass, baby. That's what you do.
I mean, if I had a motorcycle. I don't know. I've gotten a rush driving the forklift around, just flooring it.
Yeah.
With the wind in your hair. That's kind of nice. That's when I started getting. Oh, I was like, you know what? I could do a convertible.
See, Brandon, you would actually look really good on a motorcycle with your hair, with your flow right now. You'd look like Chad Kroger with some sunglasses. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
you'd be singing freaking
Oh, yeah, it
Rockstar.
worked well.
American Pie.
It would definitely work
What?
well.
No, I'm saying he's gonna
Singing
sing.
Bye Bye Miss American Pie.
No, he's gonna be singing Rockstar because he looks like Chad Kroger. Looks like Nickelback lead singer guy. With his ramen noodle
Well,
hair.
Okay,
ass.
I feel at least I'm a little bit better than that.
You're right. You're the.
He dated a Wriggle of Igna though.
What?
I don't give a shit.
He did what? He wriggled Navigu?
He dated a Wriggle of Igna. That's the way that I like to say Avril Lavigne.
Oh my
'Cause
god.
that's how her fucking last name is spelled.
You've never caught me so far off guard.
Insert the GIF I've been using for Jack on Facebook
confused-
here.
Confused, presumably J-pop or K-pop member.
I was really hoping that somebody had this insane name that I didn't know about, some star, and I usually have really good like pop culture sense. I'm like, who the hell is Rivel Naviggle? Like, what are we talking about?
But I will say, when Chad had long hair, I didn't have as great of hair as he did. But I've always had better facial hair than he's ever had.
That's not saying much.
No, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. It does need to be stated, but
It does
Still.
need to be stated.
yeah.
But I also wouldn't start off a show saying, who's excited to be here, and people say no, and then say "fuck you" and walk off stage.
You're asking for it though when you do that kind of stuff. Come on.
Absolutely. You're
Yeah.
Nickelback. You fucking don't run the world. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
These
what
people
fucking
obviously
market
came
you
for
think you
that
cornered?
fucking first bands.
They come for 4 songs written by Nickelback and then they want to leave. That's about it. Nobody knows anything
that's
else from
pretty fair,
Nickelback. They
too.
had a good first album and maybe a couple hits after that. Otherwise, cut it.
Well, was their first album that good?
I
I
enjoyed
thought
it.
there was only like one song I really enjoyed on their first.
Let's look up the track list.
I've never fucking once delved into the discography of fucking Change.
It's a change. That's what you're gonna call this. Okay, I get where you're going with that.
Nickelback.
Yeah, no, that's where he's gonna go with that.
Your
That's where he's gonna stay.
your fucking jokes are just catching me
Oh.
off guard here, Jack. Okay, let's
'Cause
see
see,
here.
the album I really enjoyed was All the Right Reason, and that was their fourth.
Okay,
Sure.
let's see.
Silver Side Up is what I would
That's what I'm
classified
saying.
as their first,
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
but it's actually their third, I guess.
Really?
That's what the discography says.
Oh, this is
And-
the album that I found them on, so I always called it their first, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh.
Wild. Yeah, it's not the first.
it's not.
That's the one that has How You Remind Me. Is Hollywood
Yes.
is Hollywood what they called Rockstar? Is that?
No.
No, it's
I don't
called
think so.
Rockstar.
Yeah.
Rockstar is on the album I'm talking about.
They have a Japan bonus track.
Why?
Why not?
On Silver Side Up, they have the song called Learn the Hard Way, and in parentheses, Japan bonus track. So if you live in Japan, good for you. You get the Nickelback bonus track.
Oh no.
Are they big?
How much do you
Are
think
they
that's selling
big
for
in-
on eBay right now?
That's a great question. Let's find out.
They are only big to people that like catchy songs that have an okay rhythm.
See, I can't imagine Japan liking this, so this is...
There's just nothing super deep to their music very often, so
No, not
especially
often.
nowadays.
Sometimes they have some good lyrics, but sometimes, like, Photograph is a great song.
Yeah, look at this
stuff
graph.
Like that. Yeah.
No,
Look
I
at
know,
this
but
graph!
like I'm saying, Photograph, Animals, Rockstar, If Everyone Cared, that's all on the one album that I personally think is probably has to be their best album.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think I've ever like listened to it other than Silver Side Up for like an album. Otherwise, I've heard their like what do you call them?
Yeah, see, well, growing
Singles.
up, and was okay with Nickelback growing up, and this was pretty much the only album I was like, oh, I can play every song.
Okay.
So,
So on eBay
When and why
right
did
now,
everyone start hating them?
because he came out and said they don't care about writing actual good music,
Oh, okay.
that's a
basically.
it's a great reason. That's a great reason to hate him, I guess. What a bunch
Yeah.
of jerks. Like, why say that
Anyway,
if you
sure,
don't care
sorry.
about it? Okay, on eBay it's selling for $5.85, so more than I thought. I thought at least $4,
Wow.
$3 maybe, at
Huh.
the least. But I mean, I guess
I thought somebody was gonna be a troll and put it up for like $65 or some like ridiculous price point of like $400 just to be a fucking troll.
well for new you can get it for $5.19.
Oh,
So somebody's they're being assholes by upcharging you for Nickelback.
damn.
So it's the same way of being an asshole, but it's reverse.
Again,
It's
respect the hustle.
capitalism. It's respect the hustle, but you don't have to like it.
Oh man, that's ridiculous.
Well, boys, on that note, I think it's a good time to bring this to a close.
All
Absolutely.
right.
I
Hold
think
on.
so.
What? Hold
Oh,
on. What?
oh,
Oh!
Oh,
I've got a little tease
What we
Uh-oh.
teasing,
for
boy?
next week's podcast.
Little sexy tease. What we got?
All right.
don't know
So
what he has.
Wednesday, Brianna and I go down. We have the ultrasound that it tells us the gender.
Oh, we're gonna have a gender
Friday.
reveal, fuckers!
Friday is our gender reveal. So Sunday, for all people who don't
Attend.
attend and don't follow Brian on Facebook, will
9 out of 10 people probably do.
well, that one person will find out
Oh.
on Sunday
Good for that one person.
or on YouTube Wednesday.
Let's go, cousin.
That's actually pretty dope.
This is
Big
gonna
God.
bring the people back. This is what I'm talking about. This is
Yes.
all right. I'm excited. All right.
Fuck yeah.
Good tease. Good tease.
I'm jazzed.
Alrighty, everybody, you can find us on YouTube at, it's Midwest Best Podcast. Check us out there. We're putting up our videos, trying to get it up every Wednesday. I work a lot of hours, so we'll see what gets done. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, find us on that. Find us on Twitter at Midwest Best Yes. This has been the Midwest Best Podcast, signing off for the night. Thank you for joining us.
Peace out.
Peace.
See ya.
Peace.